Welcome to today's video. In this video, I'm going to continue looking at algebraic expressions and formulae. And in today's video, I'm going to look at construction of formulae. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you how you can construct a formula from a statement, as well as I'm going to solve questions using the formulas that are formulated, as well as I'm going to prove how you can confirm whether the formula you formulated is correct or not. So watch this video up to the end as I'm going to do all the things I've said. With that being said, let's get into today's work. So in today's work, I'm going to use these two statements or these two problems to help me formulate the formula as well as to solve these statements. So the first one is, if I subtract 10 from 5 times a certain number, the result is 25. Find the number. Okay, so to solve this question, I need first to come up with a formula. Okay, so the formula will help me to solve this question. So let's start by formulating a formula. Now, when you read this statement, it says, if I subtract 10 from 5 times a number, that means 10 is subtracted from a number which is multiplied by 5, but we don't know that number. So I'm going to write 5. I'm going to write 5 from that statement where I have underlined 5 times a certain number. So the number is not known, but 5 we know it. So I'm going to write 5. Then the number is not known. That number which is not known, which we do not know, I'm going to write x to represent that number we don't know. Once I've done that, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the first statement, which is if I subtract that. So subtract 10. So we're going to subtract 10 because from 5 multiplied by the number which we don't know, that's where we subtract 10. So we're going to say minus 10, then which is going to be equal, then the results, which is the results is 25. That means it's going to be equal to 25. Okay, now using that statement, I've come up with this formula. Okay, now this is the formula I'm going to use to solve this statement. Okay, so let me go into solving the problem. Okay, so the problem we have is we are told to find the number which is x. Okay, so I'm going to use this formula which I've written down there. Once I've done that, then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to solve for x. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I want to remain with a number which has x on the one side of the equal sign, in this case on the left side of the equal sign. That means I need to get rid of minus 10. So to do that, I'm going to use the additive inverse of negative 10, which is positive 10. So I'm going to use that one. So I'm going to add 10 to negative 10. So I'm going to say 5x minus 10 plus 10. And then once I've done that, that means I'm also going to do the same thing to the other side of the equal sign. In this case, to the right side of the equal sign, where there is 25, I'm also going to add 10 that side. Okay, so now I've come up with an expression which is 5x minus 10 plus 10 is equal to 25 plus 10. Okay, once I've done that, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to work out I'm going to do the actual adding now. So I'm going to write 5x, then negative 10 plus 10 will give us 0, which is going to be plus 0, which is equal to 35. When you add 10 plus 25 plus 10 will give you 35. Okay, so it is going to be equal to 35 because 35 is coming from 25 plus 10. Okay, once I've done that, then I'm going to add 5x plus 0 will give us 5x, then which is 5x is equal to 35. Okay, once I've done that, the next thing I'm going to do is now, as you can see, I'm multiplying 5 by x. That means I need to remain with x because I want to find the value of x. So I just need to remain with x alone on the other side of the equal sign. To do that, I'm going to forget a bit about x, then just look at 5, the coefficient of this term, 5 alone. Then I'm going to find the multiplicative inverse of 5, which is 1 over 2. So I'm going to multiply 5x, not 1 over 2, 1 over 5. I'm going to find the multiplicative inverse of 5 is 1 over 5, not 1 over 2, but 1 over 5. Then I'm going to multiply 1 over 5 multiplied by 5x. Since I've multiplied on the left side of the equal sign by 1 over 5, that means I'm also going to do the same on the right side of the equal sign, which is I'm going to multiply 1 over 5 multiplied by 35, or 35 multiplied by 1 over 5. Okay, once I've done that, then I can do the actual multiplication now. So I'm going to first simplify the multiplication. The terms I'm going to simplify them where it's necessary. As you can see, down here on the left side of the equal sign, we have got 5 down and 5 on top. That means these, they can cancel each other out. So you can say 5 down is cancelled and 5 on top has been cancelled. That leaves us with 1 multiplied by x. So when you multiply 1 by x, you get x. Okay, then we go to the right side of the equal sign, we will cancel out 5. Then when we divide 35 by 5, will give us 7. Okay, so when we multiply 7 by 1, will give us 7. Okay, now that is the value of x is 7. Okay, now we have found the value of x, which is 7, using the formula there on top in purple. Now we are going to prove whether the formula is correct or not by putting 7 where there is x. If we find that the answer is 25, then that means our equation is correct. So I'm going to use the equation, the formula I formed, which is 5x minus 10 is equal to 25. So as you can see there, I've written in orange 5x minus 10 is equal to 25. Now we are trying to prove here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put 7 where there is x. So I'm going to write 5. Then where there is x, we're going to put 7. So we are multiplying 5 by 7. So we're going to put like that. Then minus 10 is equal to 25. Okay. Then I'm going to multiply 5 multiplied by 7 will give us 35, which will be minus 10 equal to 25, because 25, we haven't done anything to negative 10 as well as 25. Now when we subtract 35 minus 10 will give us 25, which is equal to 25. Now as you can see, the equation has balanced, so the formula we formulated is correct because the equation has balanced. On the left side we have got 25 and on the right side we have got 25. That means the equation is correct, and as you can see, the equation has balanced. So now this is how you can do it. Now let's go to question number 2.